Hi everybody, I'm Robin and these are my reflections. And today I'm here to do collections meet Dex. This is a VR to Candy, Soul and Soil. She created a video where she showed all of some of her children's book collection. She has like a vintage children's book collection, some of her older children's books. And she paired up Dex with those books based on the energies and the subject matter and things like that. And there have been a few videos that have come out since. I have been watching them as they have hit my landing screen. I am so into these videos. I like them so much. They're so much fun to watch. So I thought I would make one because I like to make the types of videos I like to watch. You know, these are fun. I feel the joy radiating through the videos with everybody talking about their collections and the things that they collect aside from tarot, because a lot of us here on TarotTube do collect tarot decks and oracle decks and that sort of thing. But we also, some of us collect other things. And so people have been sharing. I saw Tammy Pie shared her collection of ceramic carvings from, I forget the name of the artist, but they were beautiful. And she was so excited. I could feel her joy and her excitement about them. She's been collecting them for years. Definitely check her video out. I will post these videos down below. I saw Tammy Pies. I saw Julie at Peekaboo Rose. That was the first one I saw. Um, and she collects mugs. And Shanna D is doing has vintage book collection. Mermaid's Dream Tarot had a vintage record. Well, I don't. Yeah, they were all vintage records, I believe. Record like vinyl collection. It was super cool to look at and see everything. And I'll post all of those videos that I just mentioned down below if you want to check out a few more of these. I'm also gonna put the tag. I think there's a hashtag. I'm gonna put that hashtag in the title so you can click that and see more of these videos if you're interested. I know I'll be watching them as I see them pop up because I've really been loving them. So I often call my tarot decks my tiny art collection, but my tarot decks are not the entirety of my tiny art collection. I am a tiny art collector, like for real, and I also collect tiny sculptural items. So I like knickknacks, as people call them, or ceramic sculptures, small ones, and I also like ceramic or sculptural magnets, and I try to buy one every time I travel somewhere. And I also like carved crystals. So I collect, my crystal collection is probably the largest collection in my home. Like it's probably even larger than my tarot. And if it's not larger, it's definitely on par. The other collections that I have are like smaller little collections here and there, right? But my crystal collection is pretty extensive. I've been collecting not just crystals, but rocks in general since I was a small child. And I pick them up. I get it from my mother. She does it as well. So like we pick up rocks wherever we go, it seems like. So I think that I'm not going to bring everything. Ones that I think match the art collection are the carved crystals. So I thought I would bring on a few of my little carvings, my little crystal or stone carvings, and match them up with tarot decks. So what do you guys think? You want to come along with me? Uh, come along on the ride with me. Let's start with my little soapstone menagerie here. I have a little soapstone animal menagerie. Um, there, I have quite a few of these little things just sitting around the house on bookshelves and things. They are super cute. They really make me happy to look at. I have them sitting in little clusters. Sometimes I pretend like they're talking to each other because I'm a nut. But these are, I really enjoy these. So this is, here's a little owl, have a little raven with blue eyes. This one is an elephant. He's very cute with his trunk up. You have to have the trunk up, right? Chicken, gotta have a rooster. Gotta have a rooster. And this whale is probably my favorite out of all of them. So I just thought I'd bring a couple of them here for you guys to see. And they're tiny, they're little tiny, pretty colors. They're soft colors, and they make me smile. And I have a deck that I think matches perfectly with these little animals, and I think it's the Animal Spirit Tarot. So let's take a look at this one. This is a deck that you can buy on Etsy. I'm going to tell you where you can get these decks, but I'm not going to put any links below because I don't want any spoilers. I don't want any spoilers. So Animal Spirit Tarot, you can buy this one on Etsy. Beautiful, beautiful backs. And this deck I actually can use as a tarot or an oracle. It comes with the tarot titles as well as 3 keywords for the tarot. And then it comes with the name of the animal plus a keyword for the animal, which can be used as an oracle. So you can use these as an oracle, but the coloring on these and the soft watercolor, and then there's just little animals on each one. I need a soapstone koala. I absolutely need a soapstone koala. Now I'm thinking, and I need a squirrel. I gotta get a squirrel and a koala. I'm on the hunt. Like, I'm on the hunt. Beautiful. I think that these are beautiful cards, and I appreciate having. This is like the one animal deck in my collection that I have that doesn't have hardly any insects in it. I think it just has a one butterfly. This one, and I think that's it. So yeah, I love this deck a lot. I don't know that I love the keywords as much as I don't use them really, but I think that this is a beautiful deck, and it's just pretty on the table. And it definitely, this card is the one, the Ace of Wands with all the little animals on it. I don't know if you can see it. Let me just get it really close. See all the little animals on the different continents. And this one is the one that reminded me of the little soapstone animals. Like when I had them sitting out, I was thinking, what deck? And then this card popped into my head. And I was like, oh yeah, absolutely. This is the one. This is the one. So again, this is the Animal Spirit Tarot. And, by, who did this? Created by Wisdom by KK. Here is our next set of carvings. And so here we have, this is well, obviously it's a penguin. This is onyx, and I believe this is marble. It could be quartz, but I'm pretty sure this is marble. And then his beak and feet are wood. So yeah, I love him. I just got him in New Orleans when I was there in New Orleans, and I just think he's so cute. He looks so much like a penguin. And then this is my first penguin that I ever had. This is an agate one. He has a druzy belly, which I just love. And I love being able to see, inside of his belly like that. I think that this is beautiful. So this was my first penguin. I love all of his inclusions. I love him so much. I love penguins. They're definitely one of my favorite animals. So to have these two really they just make me happy. And in in the spirit of these adorable penguins, I definitely have a deck. I had to have a penguin deck, and this is the Mystical Penguin Tarot by Dawn Evans Scalatrato, I believe is how you say her name. You can buy this one on Etsy as well. It comes with different edging options, but this deck is basically an RWS clone with penguins, and I just love it. It's one of my good mood decks. Remember that tag, good mood decks, where people were talking about all of the decks that just, when you're in a bad mood, if you pick it up, it just kind of lifts your mood a little bit. This is definitely one of those for me. I really love this deck, and it really just makes me happy. The artwork is soft. It feels like colored pencil. Coloring in colored books with colored pencils makes me feel good anyway. So to see like this all over the cards makes me happy. Then it's full of penguins, which I just love penguins. And I didn't back this when it was on Kickstarter because I didn't think I was going to like the fact that the penguins didn't have any eyes. But it doesn't bother me at all. Like, I don't think about it at all. So I'm just glad I picked this one up. So this is the Mystical Penguin Tarot to go with my little penguin carving. These are the psychedelic backs that are on them that I just love and can stare into all day. And they just, I don't know, I just love this. All of the cards come with like a song in the guidebook. And I don't know all the songs. Sometimes I'll look them up, and listen to them. But it's just a fun deck. It's a fun deck, and I'm glad I have it. And it definitely goes with my little penguin carvings. Just leave those there because they're cute. So next up is this little angel. This is a fluorite angel. This is my blue and white one. I actually have two of these. I have a more of a purple and green one as well. And I had a green one that I bought for my mother. She has that one with her. So these are gorgeous. I think that the craftsmanship on these are fantastic. So yeah, I'm so glad I picked these up when I had a chance. And they feel so delicate, and I think that's because they're so small, and because it's very small, like the palm of my hand. And then it is a stone. I mean, fluorite's not that delicate, but is delicate enough. You know what I mean? And like, there's so many little intricate details that I always worry. So I don't want to I just want to be careful with her. So I sit her and I don't really move her. But I moved her for you guys because I love you. So that is my Fluorite Angel. And she goes along with the Sword of Light Oracle by Bradley Valentine. This is the Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle. And I thought this was a perfect match because if I'm thinking about angel decks, here are the backs. Archangel Michael is, of course, going to be, I mean, his color is blue and she's blue fluorite. So this had to be the one. So, and I love this deck. This is also a good mood deck for me. It's one of the ones that I keep by my bedside. I rotate my bed decks out periodically. So this one hasn't been by my bed in a few months now, but it's definitely one that does get into that rotation because it just feels good. I also use this deck to close out readings for friends when I'm doing them, and I use it to do pick a card for friends. I think it's fantastic. And I also really love the guidebook. It's supportive and has great messages in there. Yes, you are correct. You have listened to your inner guidance and made a wise choice. Keep moving forward. Trust in divine purpose. This experience has divine meaning. Healing will come. Know that you are on the path to growth. I think that this deck is a reprint of one of the decks he did with Doreen Virtue, but with a different artwork. Like it's like they just freshened it up for the now. But I'm not certain about that. If anybody knows, let me know. It doesn't matter. I love this one. I'm not gonna go looking for the other one anyway, but I definitely am curious to know if they just are reprinting these because I'm curious to know if we're gonna get the Archangel Raphael one. I really would love to see a reprint of that one with some new fresh artwork come to the market. So that's why I'm asking. So if anybody knows, let me know. If anybody has the original Archangel Michael deck that they did, and has this one and you've compared them, is it the same messages just with different artwork or is it a different deck altogether? Let me know. But this is the Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle to go along with my Fluorite Angel carving. The other one that I picked up when I was in New Orleans was this one. This is a what is this? Coral. It's a fossilized coral carved into a mushroom. Now, my mushroom carving collection, my crystal mushrooms is getting ridiculous. I love these things. I don't know what it is about me and these mushrooms, but they just make me smile. They make me smile. I love a crystal mushroom. So I have collected quite a few of these over the past couple of years. I think I got my first one in my Mindful Souls box. If you've been here for a while, you probably remember that I used to do Mindful Souls unboxings because I was getting the Mindful Souls box. And if anybody wants to see any of those, I have a playlist. But I think I got my first crystal mushroom in there, maybe. I can't remember, but I really have fallen head over heels for these mushrooms. And the reason I chose the Mind's Eye Tarot by Olivia Rose to go with the coral mushroom is because of the banding in this, or I don't know if this is banding or what, but this is really cool, like striping. I don't know if you can see it because of the reflection, but the striping in this just really, and the color of it just really, really brought to mind this deck. So let's take a look at this one. See, even the backs, you can see they have the striping and this sort of, this is a like more of a gold or a mustard yellow, but I don't know. I mean, it's in that family, right? It's in the same kind of family, the edging. And yeah, there's something about these creatures as well that really make me think underwater. They feel like mermaids or mer creatures, or maybe not even mer creatures, but just something that's down there that I haven't maybe ever encountered. Well, I've never encountered a mermaid, but you know what I mean. Something we don't know about or haven't written stories about yet. You know what I mean? And there's just like a world. They feel like they belong under the sea, and I think it's the waviness of them. Even these plants feel like something you would encounter, like I would encounter when I'm snorkeling, in a coral reef or something like that. So I just really think about underwater creatures and coral and sea kelp and seaweed and things like that when I look at this deck, when I look at her artwork. So this, of course, came directly to mind when I'm thinking about a fossilized coral mushroom as well. But then like I said, the stripes and the banding and everything definitely brought this to mind because even the title bars have that sort of banding on it, striping or pinstripes. So yeah, this is the Mind's Eye Tarot. Definitely a favorite in my collection. I love this deck. This deck took me by surprise. I was not expecting to love it as much as I do, but I do. I do. And it reads so well and it's very beautiful. So yeah, this is the Mind's Eye Tarot to go with my my little fossilized coral mushroom here. Another kind of crystal carving that I like. This is not necessarily like a figurine or anything like that, but this, I like these. I like these moons and hearts and palm-sized carvings. So, and my hands are small, so yeah, they fit like so perfectly in my hands. And I also really love this one to sit on top of tarot decks when I'm charging them. But this one is lepidolite. It's lepidolite with some it's like some smoky quartz inclusions, and it has some sparkle to it. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. The rainbows that it has. It does sparkle just a little bit. Actually, it sparkles a lot, but you can't really see it that well in this video. But I'm trying to catch it, but I can't. So it's a sparkly one. Lepidolite tends to sparkle, but this one I think is really sparkly. To me, this one was super sparkly, and it caught my eye, and I was like, oh, I have to. Yeah. I love shiny shit. And so I love lepidolite anyway. It's definitely one of my favorite stones. With the smoky quartz inclusions, my favorite way to see it. And so I think that the Ethereal Visions Tarot, this one, the Luna edition, is the perfect fit for my lepidolite moon carving. And the box has that sort of sparkly, rainbowy look to it. It is a moon, it's a Luna edition, so it has this sort of nighttime feel to it. So it matches the moon carving in that way as well, but then the colors. So the deck does have a lot of purples and grays, and I think it matches this perfectly. If you are looking at like this deck on camera, you never know what you're going to see as far as this foiling goes. Like all of these colors that you see pink and yellow and green and red, maybe pink, orange, green, and I see, went to my eye, purple and silver. So I mean, it just depends on how the light hits it. This one you see blue and green, and I see silver and pink. So I really love how these play with the light. I do. And I love the way this plays with the light. That's what caused me to pick it up in the first place. So this definitely came to mind when I looked at that crystal and I was just thinking, what deck? It popped right into my head. I think this is a perfect match. So what do you guys think of this, the Ethereal Visions Luna edition, as a pairing for my lepidolite moon? I think it's perfect. Definitely. Look at those. Oh, I love this deck. It took me a while to get with it, but it's grown on me, and it's definitely one of my favorites in my collection now. I think it's because I like shiny shit, you know. So all of the grievances that I had about it in the beginning were obviously going to fall to the wayside um because it's too shiny not to love it. That's the Ethereal Visions Luna to go with my lepidolite. My sparkly lepidolite moon carving. And continuing down the rabbit hole of shiny and sparkly things, these are some rainbowy carvings that I have here. So this one is a tower. It's like a point, and it's crackle quartz, and this one is just regular quartz. And so this one is a tower. It's like a point, and it's crackle quartz, and this is just quartz and a mushroom, carved mushroom. This one is a carved tower, and these are both quartz with a titanium overlay. There's a name for these. Aura quartz, angel aura quartz, they call it. And then this is a piece of opal carved into a little sleeping kitty cat. Can you tell me it's a sleeping kitty cat? I don't know. It might be too much light in here, but this is my only little kitty cat, if you can believe that. I don't have any other cat carvings. I was shocked because I was like, oh, I'm gonna do a cat deck, but and I'm gonna bring out a bunch of cat carvings, and jokes on me, I don't have any. I was like, oh no, I definitely need to add some cat carvings to the collection. Definitely. So those will be coming too. I'll be looking and shopping for that as soon as I get back to a crystal store. So here we have the Rainbow Tarot. I thought that this was a perfect match for these sort of rainbowy, these 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 stones with the rainbow effects to them. This is opalite. So opalite that's a natural rainbow that it has, but these, I think it's because of the titanium coating that it has that gives it that rainbow effect. But I think that they are a perfect match for this deck, because it's like you see the rainbow when you move it and it catches the light, and it's the same with these. So let's take a look. I love this box. I know that this box, oh my goodness, it's so fun. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what, it's not worth a damn because it doesn't stay closed. It doesn't stay closed at all. It's like so loose, but it's worth it because of the effect. Every time I look at my shelf and I see this, and then the edging is, you can't see it because of the light, it's not hitting it properly, but the edging is like this rainbow edging, and you can see the peak of it through it. It just makes me smile every time I see it. So I'm like, it's worth it that the box is won't stay closed. I'm probably gonna have to put a rubber band on it though, because I store my decks laying down, and every time I go to pick that up, I almost drop all the cards. All right, so here is the Rainbow Tarot. This one is a shocker to me. I didn't when I first saw the deck, I thought it was cute, but not cute enough to buy it. That was when it was indie. And then it went mass market, and I pre-ordered it because I was like, well, this was on my radar before anyway, so let me just check it out. Now I got it in, and I was looking at it card by card, and I was thinking, oh, I don't know if I'm feeling this. Like, it's a little much. Then I started using it, and it just, when it's laid out together like this, not only is it beautiful, each card has its own color palette. So I thought it was going to be a little too much, but it's not. There's something about the tones of the colors that really all meld very well together, no matter what cards you put down. It could also be the way that they've done the borders or the art style. I don't know, but it looks good. It looks good on the table always, no matter what combination of cards I put down. But also it reads so well and so chatty, And I don't know if it's because these little people in their eyes are looking at me. It's like they're telling me, like, listen up, like they want to gossip. But yeah, I really love this little deck. I was really excited that once I started using it, it came together for me, because I was worried. I was like, oh no, I hope I don't have to. I hope this is not, I didn't make a mistake, But no, I did not. I really love this one, and I definitely think there are those edges that they go very well with my little crystal carvings that are like rainbowy. So again, this is the Rainbow Tarot. It is Art and Concept by Lazo, and the guidebook, which actually is pretty good, it's tight, was by Cyree Jarrell Johnson. This little deck is pretty good. It's really good. Chronicle books, I feel like everything I get from them is like a sleigh. Everything I have on my shelf from Chronicle books is a sleigh. All right, so that's the Rainbow Tarot. And the last but not least is this is a heart carving of sunset labradorite. I love labradorite, and I have a lot of labradorite. My favorite kind of labradorite is sunset labradorite, because you get these oranges and these bright yellows in the flash. Now I am on the hunt for one more piece of labradorite, because I'm not allowed to buy any more unless I find one that flashes all bright yellow, and then I'm going to purchase it, especially if it's a palm stone or a heart. But that's the last piece that will be in my collection, because I have way too much labradorite. But the one that I've paired with this is the Rainbow Wilds Tarot by Nat Grisberger. This deck, oh my goodness. I don't have a lot of decks from Rockpool. I think maybe I only have 3, but the 3 that I have, the 2 of them I really, really love. The backs, and they come gilded like this. This is a mass market deck. You can buy it on Amazon, but the colors. This is a sunset in a box. It's a sunset in a box. Like, I have been saying that since the first time I saw one card. And I still say that, and I mean it every time I say it. It reminds me of sunsets. It reminds me of hiking up mountains at 4 a.m. so that I could catch the sunset. It reminds me of the desert and my time spent living there. It just makes me smile because I love sunsets and I love sunrises, and I'm always chasing them. And this is like the thing that I'm chasing in a box. So yeah, I mean, I feel like this is me. I'm always sitting somewhere trying to look at a sunset or a sunrise, but it's nice to see, you know. But anyways, I'm sorry, I can get a little bit lost in these images. If you want to see my thoughts on this, I have a whole walkthrough. I'll put it in the cards for you. But this is the Radiant Wilds Tarot. Look at this High Priestess card. Oh my God. And I am pairing it with my Sunset Labradorite, Sunset Flash Labradorite. And that's the last one. So I hope that that was enjoyable for you guys. If you want to see any more of those videos, like I said, I'm going to post them down below. And thank you again to Candy for creating this. It was a blast to put this together. I had so much fun looking at all my crystals, playing with all the little figurines, thinking about what, decks might go with them, and just taking a look at my collection. Because, they sit here in the house and they're here, but I don't always pick them up and play with them and actually look at them and enjoy them. So this was fun to do that. And it gave me opportunity to do that. And it gave me opportunity to share with you guys some of the things that I collect. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, you can subscribe. I release videos every few days regarding tarot and oracle, and I would love to have you here with me. If you want to see more of these types of videos from me, I have a whole playlist called VRs. What is it called? I forgot. Tags and VRs. It's called Tags and VRs. You can check the description box below for that, and also for those videos I mentioned and other things. If you have time to look around, there's lots of information down there. And until I see you guys next time, stay safe and be blessed. Bye-bye.